Reporting from JACK Baton Rouge, this is Chelsea.
And this is Carrie.
With an important issue regarding standardized testing.
There's many different aspects regarding standardized testing. Alex Darden is going to give you a little background on types of tests.
Thanks, Carrie. The ACT and the SAT are the most popular types of tests. They're taken in high school as entrance requirements for college. The next two tests are the LEAP test and the GEE test. They're taken in public schools. LEAP is taken in order to get into high school out of 8th grade, and the GEE is the graduation exit exam, which is taken to get into college or to get your high school diploma. The last two are more specialized tests, the Praxis and MCAT, and they're taken to get into graduate programs. Thanks, and back to the news.
Thanks, Alex. There's a lot of things students have to do to prepare for tests.
Janae is going to tell us how students prepare for standardized.
Thanks, Chelsea. Because the ACT and SAT tests are two of the most important tests a student will ever take, students are prepared multiple ways throughout high school for these tedious exams. One way students prepare is by taking ACT prep courses to be informed about information possibly presented on the test. Teachers also offer multiple choice exams to their students for the format of the test. Now here's an interview.
So as the year progresses, I teach them various techniques of how to take a standardized test, what to look for, how to eliminate incorrect answers. But you do that as the year progresses. If you wait until a month before the test, it's a little too late then. So you actually teach it from the very beginning of the school year.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joubert. That was perfect. We will return with this testy issue
after this commercial break.
If you eat ramen noodles every day before the SAT, you're sure to make a 2100. They're now available in Oriental flavor.
Welcome back to JACK Baton Rouge.
Now Caitlin is going to ask someone in our community about the negative impacts of standardized testing.
Well, if you analyze the data in isolation, then there can be a problem. Some students are better at taking standardized tests, others are not. So in and of itself, it is not a good indicator of student achievement. So you have to be careful as to how you analyze the results. As long as they are one piece of the puzzle, then that's acceptable.
Well, thank you, Mr. Scaputi.
Thank you.
Thanks. Now let's see what some of the drawbacks of standardized testing.
Thanks. Standardized testing has many impacts on students, parents, schools, and teachers. Specifically, students are affected by the test because they are the ones who take the test and their scores determine which schools they're able to attend. Parents are impacted because scores in standardized tests can allow their children to obtain scholarships. Next, schools are impacted because the higher the scores, the better reputation for the school. Last, teachers are affected by these tests because their teaching methods help students do better. Here's what one teacher has to say about the impacts of standardized tests.
I was proctoring standardized tests, and I noticed that this one guy was just truly having a hard time, visibly upset, not crying or anything, but just really visibly upset. And I realized at that time that, now I knew what I had to do. I knew that I had to behave a certain way because of the protocols of the test and everything. Time constraints really weren't an issue, so I didn't have to worry about that. All I could do at that time was kind of reassure the guy that he was going to be all right, and that we were going to take care of him. I think it was 20 minutes had passed, and he was on number 3. And the lesson for him, several years have passed now, I hope he realizes that, if you can get past that hurdle, I believe that you will get a better result from whatever it is that you're testing. That's for sure.
Thank you for the interview.
Now let's see what the experts have to say about this.
When it comes to standardized testing, I feel that kids are not interested in the test and just mark anything on their answer key. Therefore, my answer is no.
Well, when it comes to standardized testing, I feel the tests provide a method for evaluating schools, students, and teachers, and allow for a focusing of the curriculum. So my answer is yes.
When it comes to standardized testing, I feel that it takes more than a test to measure the intelligence of a child. Therefore, my answer is no.
Back to the news.
Thanks for watching.
Hope y'all have a good night.
This is Chelsea.
And this is Carrie.
And we're signing off for JACK Baton Rouge.
Now here's an interview. Shit! Kill me.
Do stuff, which is good, like dragons.
Thanks, Alex. There's a lot of things students have to do.
Oh my gosh, it's like 3 words.
I'm sorry. Thanks, Alex. There's a lot of things students have to do to prepare for tests.
Janae is going to tell us how students prepare. We will return with this testing issue.
I said testing wrong.
We will return at... I want to say...